Let's talk about Costco. Some companies just have this almost fanatical following, and Costco is definitely one of them. But what's so fascinating is that their entire business is built on an idea that, when you first hear it, seems completely backwards.
I mean, really think about this for a second. Why on earth would over 130 million people pay a company every single year just for the privilege of walking in the door to spend even more of their money? It just doesn't sound right, does it? Well, that is the central puzzle we are going to unpack today.
And we're not talking about some small niche club here. This is a massive global operation we're dealing with, more than 800 stores all over the world. The sheer scale of this thing is mind-boggling, which honestly makes the answer to that puzzle even more brilliant. To find that answer, we actually have to go back in time a bit. See, the secret to Costco's success today isn't some new age tech thing. It's deeply rooted in its origins, in a blueprint that basically changed the entire game of retail. So the whole story really kicks off in 1976. A guy named Saul Price opens a store called Price Club. His idea was pretty radical: sell things at incredibly low prices, but only to members. Well, that idea inspired James Sinegal and Jeffrey Brotman, who went on to launch the very first Costco up in Seattle in 1983. It became pretty clear pretty fast that these two companies were on the exact same wavelength. So in 1993, they joined forces. And by 1997, they officially became the Costco wholesale we all know today. The core of their whole philosophy was this thing right here: the warehouse model. The idea is simple. Forget the fancy lighting, the expensive shelves, the elaborate product displays. The goal was to slash every single possible overhead cost by keeping the store as a simple, no-frills warehouse, and then pass all of those savings directly to you, the customer. Okay, but here's where the story gets really, really interesting. Those savings aren't just some nice little bonus. They are the entire point. Because, as it turns out, Costco isn't really in the business of selling you products. Their real product is something else entirely. And this is where Costco just completely flips the script on traditional retail. A normal store makes its money on the markup, right? They buy a product for one price and they sell it to you for a higher price. That gap is their profit. But Costco makes almost all of its profit from that membership fee you pay every year. By getting that fee from you up front, they've already made their money. And it's a brilliant psychological hook, too. Once you've paid to be in the club, you're going to make sure you shop there enough to get your money's worth. And just look at this difference. Your average retailer is marking up their products by 25, 30, maybe even 50%. Costco's average margin is razor thin, somewhere around 10 to 14%. They are basically selling you products almost at cost. So you see, their goal isn't to make a big profit on that giant TV or that huge pallet of paper towels. Their goal is to make you feel so good, so smart about the deal you just got, that you happily renew your membership next year without a second thought. And a huge part of delivering that undeniable value is their secret weapon, Kirkland Signature. It's their own in-house brand, but it's famous for having quality that's just as good, sometimes even better, than the big national brands, but for a price that's way, way lower. Kirkland isn't just some generic brand. It's a cornerstone of their strategy to make members feel like their fee is worth every penny. But look, a brilliant financial model is only half the battle. To make it all work, you need people. You need the customers who shop there, and you need the employees who run the place. And this is where Costco's company culture really shines. Costco is legendary for how well it treats its employees. They pay higher wages than most retailers, they provide excellent benefits, and you know what that leads to? Incredibly low staff turnover. People who work at Costco tend to stay at Costco. And when you have employees who are happy and loyal, they create a way better shopping experience for everyone else. And that, in turn, makes customers feel valued and want to come back. It's this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle of loyalty. And then there's this, the legendary $1.50 hot dog and soda combo. For over 30 years, that price has not changed. It's reportedly lost them money for decades, but it's not about profit. It's a symbol. It's a physical promise they make to their members that Costco will always fight to give them the absolute best value no matter what. All of these things, the low prices, the happy employees, the hot dog, they combine to create what people call the Costco experience. It's not just a chore anymore, it's a destination. People go for the famous free samples, the unbeatable deals at the food court, and of course, the thrill of the treasure hunt. That's their strategy of constantly rotating in new and unexpected items, so you never know what you're going to find. They've literally turned shopping into an event. So, when you put this totally revolutionary business model together with this unique, people-focused culture, well, the results are just staggering. It's become so much more than just a store. From that one little warehouse in Seattle, Costco has morphed into a global retail powerhouse. We're talking over 800 locations spread across 14 different countries, generating well over $200 billion in annual sales. That original blueprint didn't just work, it exploded on a scale I'm sure its founders could have never even imagined. So, the answer to our original puzzle is this. People pay that fee because Costco has built something more than a warehouse. They've built a shopping culture. It's a community where members feel like they're getting an inside deal, a place where they genuinely believe they get far more value back than the cost of that little plastic card in their wallet. And that brings us to the final and most important takeaway. Costco proved that selling cheap doesn't have to mean making less profit. In fact, it can mean making a whole lot more, as long as you build a foundation of absolute trust with your members, a trust that keeps them coming back year after year after year.